There it is. I do feel fine. I hope you do too. Hi, guys. Welcome to another exciting adventure of current Christian commentary and news with your host, the Christian conservative. You're either going to love or hate. Let's face it. There's no in between with me. But I digress. Hey, all right. So if you go to my church or you watch my YouTube sermons, yes, I am actually a real pastor of a real church. That's why I don't have enough time to make these, as much time to make these videos as I used to have. I'm just too busy. But if you go to my Facebook page, Current Christian Commentary and News with Pastor Steve, those opinions expressed on that page are strictly mine, have nothing to do with any religious organization or church that I'm affiliated with. But if you go to my church or you watch my YouTubes, you'll see that I am constantly telling folks and reminding folks and teaching folks how to connect the dots. So here we go. I made a video a couple days ago or the other day about this internal memo. Richie from Boston made a video as well. This is the nuke right here. This is the nuclear bomb. And it's October 10th from the Benison Strategy Group, which is a real strategy group for Hillary Clinton. You saw, and I told you, that they literally have her, give or take, nationally they have Trump winning by about 77%, 77 to 19%, almost 80-20 split. You see it in the crowds not showing up for Hillary and the thousands of supporters being turned away at Trump campaigns.
Piece of evidence that Hillary Clinton is not winning. This is one of the funniest ones I've found here. This is Abby D. Phillip from ABC News. They're one of the worst here in your beliefs on people. That's what it is. That's all the media is. And it's disgusting.
That's what you see with your own eyes. The government would have you and the press would have you believe that Hillary's campaigns are just full of people and enthusiasm and vim and vigor. Not even close. They are, her rallies are more lackluster than she is. And that's just a fact, folks. I'm not, I've told you before, I'm not a big Trump fan. All right, so let's get back to this document. So this document is beyond damaging. You see there the latest, October 13th, and you see that it's just devastating. This is just devastating news for Hillary. Why do people like Trump? 33% said he fights the mainstream media. This is why alternative news, such as this channel and many other fine channels, including my Facebook page, Current Christian Commentary and News, is where, it's where I get my news now. I don't trust the mainstream media at all. All right, so I told you about, I made a video about this, what would keep you away from the polls, epidemiology episode on page 4. Is this page 4? No, it's page 5. On page 4 right here, epidemiology episode, smallpox. So they even discussed the idea of either faking smallpox outbreak or actually having a smallpox outbreak. I wouldn't put anything past Hillary the liar. She is so demonically driven to occupy the White House as the president. She'll do anything, and she'll stop at nothing. So a lethal epidemic. This is what they discussed, folks. This is how you just have to look at this document, and I'll leave a link below. But let me connect the dot here for you so we can just move on, and I hope you'll share this with all your friends and every American, because this is the way I think it's going to go. All right, this document, I'm coming from the perspective that it's false. That it's false. That it's true, and that this is a real document. All right, it's beyond damaging. It's nuclear to Hillary's campaign. Now, enter the mainstream media, who we know are in favor of Hillary. They're doing everything they can. They're squashing every WikiLeaks. It's beyond bizarre. All right, so, we started saying when these WikiLeaks first started coming out, why isn't any Democrat saying, well, it's not true, it's not real, it's not a real email? I think they calculated, I know they calculated, and somebody said, look, if we say that these things aren't true, and something else comes out that absolutely proves they are true, we're done. We've lost the argument. Let's just say, rather than say they're not true, let's just say that they're stolen. CNN actually said that it was illegal to look at WikiLeaks.
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents.
Let's just put the narrative out that these are Russian hacks. That the Russian government is involved in supporting Donald Trump. That's our best Hail Mary pass. This is a planned strategy, and I'm going somewhere with this, folks. Connecting the dots for you. This is a planned strategy. All right, so let's just look at CBS News, who we know is in the tank for Hillary, part of the mainstream media, and how they very overtly and subliminally are trying to convince you that this is just all of a Russian hack. Now, some of you are smart. Some of you already know what's about to happen, but I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen, and I think many of you will agree with me, but many more of you don't have the faintest clue where I'm going with this. Please, don't turn this video out. Hear me out until the end, but let's just listen to this video right now about the Russian hacks, and I put that in quotes.
Security experts confirmed that the Gmail account of Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman was hacked by the same Russians who have targeted other Democratic groups. And Nancy Cordes has that.
Boy, that WikiLeaks has done a job on her, hasn't it?
For 2 weeks now, John Podesta's emails have provided Trump with a steady stream of new material, revealing how a passel of aides massaged Clinton's positions on trade, Wall Street regulations, and the Keystone Pipeline.
I mean, what they said about Catholics and evangelicals and so many other things.
Today, the cybersecurity firm SecureWorks said it has determined that Podesta unwittingly entered his credentials on a fake Google login page set up by Fancy Bear, a notorious group of Russian-linked hackers. Podesta was lured to the site by a shortened link in one of his emails, a practice known as spear phishing. In a statement today, the Clinton campaign said there is no longer any doubt that Russian President Vladimir Putin is trying to help Donald Trump by weaponizing WikiLeaks, which has already released 23,000 Podesta emails and says it has 27,000 more. Today, for the first time, the site even posted 7 emails President Obama exchanged with Podesta in 2008.
Has no idea whether it's Russia, China, or anybody else.
I am not quoting myself.
No idea.
I am quoting.
Last night, Trump questioned Russia's involvement, as he did in both previous debates.
Our country has no idea.
Vice President Biden said today that puts Trump at odds with the entire U.S. intelligence community.
And then he says, as a major party candidate, for the world to hear, playing into the hands of Putin, that our country has no idea.
As presidential candidates, both Clinton and Trump get regular security briefings where the Russian connection has been laid out for them by U.S. officials. Trump did say last night, Scott, that he condemns the cyber attacks, whoever is behind them.
Nancy Cordes, thanks.
Okay, so what happened? If you get hung up on the fact that I missed the call, I was wrong about the Russian hacks interfering with the elections, you're going to miss the big point here. You're going to miss the big picture. I really think, and I'll just throw this in for free, I really think that they were so confident that they had this thing wrapped up that they just didn't bother. I mean, they stole Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, not going to get into all that, who cares, past tense. What's happening now? All right, you're seeing a groundswell of paid for by George Soros violence starting to happen, starting at Trump Tower, San Francisco, Portland, Oregon, so on and so forth. So we know that's happening. We know that's funded by George Soros. All right. There's cause problem number one, leaning towards the declaration of martial law before January 20th. Remember that document, that Benson document, alien invasion, okay? I don't know what they're up to, but I do know that President Obama's lips are moving. He has been so super syrupy nice to Donald Trump. A 15-minute meeting turned into an hour and a half. He's telling all the people publicly, you know, this is the way our democracy works, blah, blah, blah. I don't buy it. Not buying it. Not for a single second. This guy's lips are moving. He's lying. Something's up. I don't know what it is. So this is why I'm sort of modifying this video a little bit. So there's problem number 2. Problem number 3 is the fact that any number of things can take place. And the third problem, of course, it involves Russia. The CIA is behind that. I'm going to go with, yeah, probably. So the rest of this video remains the same. I'm not changing it other than the fact, okay, you want to say I'm wrong. I was wrong about the Russians hacking the voting. Fine. You're going to, again, you can have your little celebration. Oh, Pastor Steve was wrong, but you're going to miss the big picture. Something's going on, folks. I'm still not satisfied that they're not up to dirty tricks. Only time will tell. Hey, thanks for listening, and I'm going to play the rest of the tape anyway, so here we go. All those conspiracy theories are going to come together in one single point. It's not good. It's really the end of the world as we know it. But I do actually feel fine. I hope you do too. God's best to you and yours. Until we see each other again, man, stay faithful. I hope you know the Lord. And spread this and send this out to all your friends and family. God bless. We'll see you next time.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine.
This house is sure gone crazy.